from Gahanna, WGLH-TV presents Lincoln Live with Connor Mallon and Josh Knuckles.
They've been there twice before, but this time, will they win it all? Bengals fans at Lincoln gear up for the Super Bowl. A tie to Gahanna at the Super Bowl. We'll tell you more. Hitting the mat. Our wrestlers battle the Panthers in a rare home race. We have the highlights.
You're watching Lincoln Live.
Good morning, Lincoln. I'm Josh Knuckles.
And I'm Connor Mallon. How you doing today, Josh?
You know, I feel like a little kid at his first MLB game. The feeling is just, it's unmatchable, honestly.
Thanks, Josh. I'm doing pretty solid, getting ready for this weekend.
Well, that's good. Speaking of this weekend, one of the biggest events of the year is this Sunday.
That's right. This Sunday is Super Bowl 56, and the Cincinnati Bengals will take on the LA Rams.
Our very own Brendan Phillips talked with some Lincoln students who are longtime Bengals fans and asked them what this game means to them.
Here's Brendan.
33 years without a Super Bowl appearance, and there are still die-hard Bengals fans here at Lincoln.
Yeah, I've been a Bengals fan all my life. You know, just kind of grown up, you know, Sundays roll around and the Bengals were just on TV. I love their uniforms, love their helmets, and I knew they were a team from Ohio. And my family's mostly Browns fans, and I wanted to be different, and so I stuck with the Bengals.
I've been a Bengals fan my whole life, and I've been a Bengals fan because my parents have always been it since they've been born.
I've been a Bengals fan since, you know, I was a kid, and I was kind of born into it. My parents would dress me in Bengals gear, and I've just supported it ever since. I really like the Bengals because they've always been the underdog, and that's kind of why I stuck with them. You know, as a kid, they had, you know, I thought they had cool jerseys, and, you know, I grew to love them. I grew up watching, you know, A.J. Green, Andy Dalton. You know, I had the jerseys. I loved them. So it's just good to finally make it to the Super Bowl.
Not only are they just big fans, but one in specific has a Sunday routine.
My go-to Sunday routine is just going to my basement, and I like just watching the game by myself and like really just like stressing over it, and you know, getting through the highs and through the lows, and it's really like real fun, especially this year when my expectations are high.
As the Bengals hit the field this weekend for the Super Bowl, there are many fans that are not only nervous, but have lots of emotion going into the weekend.
You know, it's definitely an exciting feeling after all the first round exits, missing the playoffs. Last 10 years have been rough as a Bengals fan, but, you know, it pays off because I'm glad I stuck through and didn't switch up on them.
My emotions are just all over the place. I'm super excited. I'm super nervous. I'm scared of Aaron Donald. But I'm confident in these guys. Like, they've done it, you know, every week, especially in the playoffs. You know, they went out as underdogs, and they've won. And I have so much confidence in Burrow and his connection with Chase, and our defense has really won us all three of these playoff games so far. And if we win, then it's going down. Like, I can't wait.
As the Who Dey chant continues back home in Ohio, the Bengals will be battling at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles to see if they are able to take home the Super Bowl victory. This is Brendan Phillips for Lincoln Live.
There's a Gahanna-Lincoln tie to the Super Bowl. Rams coach Jonathan Cooley is a 2007 Lincoln grad and a former Lions football player. He's in his second season with the Rams and is the assistant secondary coach. Previously, he coached at Kent State and the University of Akron, and his alma mater, John Carroll. So, good luck to Coach Cooley on Sunday.
Meanwhile, the current Lincoln players are making an impact and a positive impression on some younger students in our district. The Lions spent yesterday afternoon reading to second grade classes at Lincoln Elementary, and each second grader was given a book, part of the 2nd and 7 Foundation. It's a foundation started by Mr. Lowry's friend and former Buckeye Ryan Miller, current Cincinnati Bearcats head coach Luke Fickle, and Titans head coach Mike Vrabel, who were all teammates at OSU. Coach Ward has partnered with the 2nd and 7 Foundation for the past 14 years. What a great foundation.
The Lions are battling some tough competition. Last night, the Lions went up against the Pickerington North Panthers, but fell short 52-23. Some Lions had great performances in their matches. Scoring by pin for the Lions were Musa Jallo and Griffin Flushy. Javon Lewis also earned points for the Lions by a technical fall. Compared to the other wrestlers, Lewis has the most wins this season at 35, and the most technical falls so far this season. We caught up with Musa Jallo and Javon Lewis about their night and their goals going forward.
Kind of necessary. We were losing, but the score, we were down by 3, so you needed the pin. I got the pin secured. We were winning for a while, but then things happened. We lost maybe a couple matches, and we ended up losing dual total. But it's good to be number 1 in the division now because I won this match.
It feels good. I'm finally ranked, so that's awesome. 25 in the state. I'm one of 3 sophomores ranked. I have high expectations for states this year.
The bowling team is striking the competition once again. Last night they faced off against Afrocentric and dominated. Some high scorers for the girls were Tori Richardson with a 226 and Delaney Rossetti with a 226. We caught up with one of the bowlers last night about her thoughts on the dub.
The match went pretty good. We came away with the dub. Most of us were trying to work through it. The lanes were a little difficult, but we got there. I think as a team, we all know we have to practice really hard and be there for each other even more. Like, we're a really strongly bonded team.
Thanks, Tori. I think we have a familiar face in the studio today.
Is it the lead guitarist of Led Zeppelin, Wesley Triplett?
Pretty close, but no. It's actually our very own Sophia Pack. How you doing today, Sophia?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you guys?
We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Isn't it just absolutely terrific to have Connor Mallon in the studio today?
Josh, it really is just indescribable.
I couldn't agree more. What do you have for us today?
So, the ceramics class is being creative for a cause. They are currently making bowls to give back to local charities. We caught up with the ceramics teacher, Mr. Dornbreyer, with more on what these bowls mean to the community.
Currently, students finished doing a project for the Empty Bowl program. It's a nationwide program in which people all over the nation make bowls and donate them to raise funding to feed the homeless in the local communities. So we just finished that. Today students are working on what we call like a free throw-in party kind of day. So they're kind of like experimenting and doing whatever they want or getting a head start on the next project. So some good examples for the Empty Bowl are these two. This one is by Josh Greco and this one is by Nico Montanez. So these are some really good examples of what the Empty Bowls will look like. Now these are going to be sent over to Royal Manor where they will glaze these and then from there be sent off to raise funds to feed the homeless in our local communities.
Thanks. The Science Symposium is today until 2:30. There'll be presentations all day. Judging will take place at 1:30 and the winners will be announced at 2:10. So stop by in the main gym to see all the hard work from these scientists at the Science Symposium. Well, that's all for me. Back to Josh and Connor at the news desk.
Thanks, Sophia. Well, with over 2,400 students here, there are tons of items bound to be lost.
And some of what's lost has actually been found.
Our lost and found is overflowing. Pretty soon, what hasn't been claimed is going to be donated.
Wednesday night, the items from the lost and found were put on display in the hallway to show just how much stuff is actually down there.
If you've lost anything this year, you can stop by the lost and found at the main gate.
Well, Connor, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl this weekend?
I'm taking Joe Shiesty and the Bengals. How about you, Josh?
I'm taking the Bengals, too. Well, as we say goodbye, our own Jillian Sanders went out to the hallways to ask students who they think will win the Super Bowl. Bye.
Bye.
Who do you guys think is going to win the Super Bowl?
Definitely the Bengals.
The Bengals, 100%.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
The Bengals or the Rams. You don't know.
Okay. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
Go Rams. Go Rams.
Why?
Definitely.
Okay.
Why?
Go Bengals. The Bengals. Rams.
The Rams.
Okay. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl. I don't know. I think the Steelers might make a comeback, low key. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
The Rams.
Really?
You got OBJ, Von Miller, and Aaron Donald.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
Bengals.
Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
The Rams. Odell.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Rams. The Rams.
Thank you. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
Bengals, 100%.
Okay. Okay, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
Rams. Jalen Ramsey on locks. Jamar Chase.